Welcome back, everyone. Today we are talking about murder hobos. So lately on Reddit, I've been seeing people posting, hey, my players keep killing everyone. I don't know what to do. Any suggestions? So I thought I would make a quick video of some advice, some tips, and possibly some things to do to try to implement in your game. So a murder hobo is essentially a player that just goes around and kills people just for the fun of it. Most of the time, you see this from newer players. When a new player asks, so what can you do? What is the game about? You tell them, well, it's kind of free range. You can kind of run around and do whatever. That's normally the first thing that they think about doing for whatever reason, to steal something, to, burn something to the ground, or to go around killing people. I feel that it's more of a phase that newer players go through, and hopefully they'll get out of it, because the player's not used to such an open world game like this that they've ever played before. Some people feel that they're playing Morrowind, and before they enter town, they hit quick save and then just start shooting arrows at everyone. Let's go through 5 different situations or scenarios, tips, to try to get you through those kind of players. So, number 1, put them in jail. Have them get caught, get sent to jail, and they're going to have to roll to see, survival checks. I think that's more so 3.5. They're just going to have to roll to see how they're doing in jail. Are they going to get fed? Have there be a dirty guard that goes through their items, and then pick one of the players and go through their character sheet and select an item in their backpack and just take it. And do that every night to each player's, look around the table. Whose sheet am I going to look at next? This guard's back. And, take people's greatswords, their weapons, their items that they found that they hold dear, and take those from them. Number 2, they're being hunted. A classic. Bounty hunters have been hired to go track them down, to find them, and you're going to make these bounty hunters a lot stronger than they are. So you need to decide as a DM, should I make these bounty hunters actually kill them, and they start from, level 1, or just beat them down enough to where they're like, all right, I get it, I'm not going to do it again, I understand. And also, you can make it so annoying to the point to where every time they play, any action they do, these bounty hunters keep messing them up, they keep interfering, they keep messing with the story. Just as a consequence, just to say, hey, this is, what's going to happen if you're going to keep doing these actions. Number 3, they just mess with the wrong person. This person goes to attack someone, hanging out in the street, and this person is way stronger than the player, and they just completely beat them down. They steal their stuff, and they just walk off like they own them. Hopefully that might show the player, you can't just run around and attack everyone. There's going to be somebody bigger than they are that can knock them down to the ground and beat them unconscious. So number 4, not so much having bounty hunters, but just the law is against them. Wanted posters are posted up in the surrounding towns, villages, cities, and anytime they enter a new town, the city's guards are just on them. Just making it annoying like the bounty hunters, but more so, everyone is now after them. Not just 2 guys or 3 guys that are trying to track these guys down, but everyone, is on the lookout for them. Guards walking down the streets and guards in the trees, everywhere. Number 5 is you can try to make it emotional. Now this might work, this might not work, but it could be something to try. So the person that they just attacked, he's in the street, he's all bloody, and a loved one runs out and tries to come between the person that they hold dear and the player's sword. Maybe that might cause something, maybe they might think twice. Maybe they might find it's more fun that another person's there. Or you could have a child, come screaming and running out and kneel down to the person and just start sobbing, because of their loss. Now, if that doesn't work and they just keep going, the player doesn't stop through any of those different scenarios, then something needs to be said. There's a point in the game where it's too much and they need to stop, and they're not just ruining it for you as a DM, but also the other players. Now, if you're having multiple players do this, then you need to address them all at the table. If it's just one person, you could kind of set them aside, not in front of the players, but while you're taking your 5-minute water break or snack break, talk to him, and tell him, hey man, you're doing these things. I'm not really enjoying what you're doing. It's not helping the other players. It's not helping with the story. And it's kind of making it really difficult as a DM to keep the table going. And if that's too much for him and he just doesn't get it, and he's just too immature, then they probably need to find a new table. Because like I said, it gets to a point to where it gets a bit too ridiculous. And that's the time that they would probably need to leave. So again, that's it for me, guys. Just a quick thing about murder hobos. I mean, just try to stay on that person. Try to make it, annoying for them. they're going to have consequences. That's the biggest thing, is there is going to be a consequence for their action. Just because they're playing a tabletop fantasy game, that does not mean that there are not going to be any consequences. So keep that in mind, and keep that in mind to your players as well. So I hope you guys have a good one. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time on the next video. If you guys want me to do any types of videos, or if you have any tips or advice that you want to talk about or go through, let me know. But I will see you guys next time.